Hello everybody, welcome to Word Shard.
Hello, everybody. Today we will be starting with Act 2, Scene 8 of Merchant of Venice. As I have promised to all of you that I would come up with the videos a bit faster so that your exams are also coming. So I guess I will be able to give all the scenes by then and you will be prepared very well. Don't be worried about it. I will be giving all the scenes at least within February. Okay, that's a promise to all of you. And before I start, I will call the name over here Tanisha Karthikeyan. She is the one who has written the answer to the questions correctly. There were two questions. One question asked that what were the inscriptions of the three caskets. So she has written golden casket correctly, silver casket correctly, and also the lead casket. And moreover, she has also answered that question that why didn't Morocco choose the silver casket? So this part she was a bit confused, but this one is a bit tricky also. So I would make this one clear once more to all of you. Morocco did not choose the silver casket because he always valued everything in terms of money. So, because he was weighing everything in terms of money, so obviously silver is less costly than gold. So he thought, because gold is here, why should I choose silver? Silver is less costly than gold. So it is better to choose gold only. Therefore, he chose the golden casket. Okay, this part is clear. Now we will move on to the to scene number 8, and this one is very short and easy, so you will not be, I don't think you will be finding it very difficult. Let's see.
Enter Salarino and Salanio. So Salarino says, "Why, man, I saw Bassanio under sail." This is also happening where? In Venice, obviously. So Salarino says, "Why, man, I saw Bassanio under sail." So I saw that Bassanio. You remember that scene when when Gratiano was being searched for, and they found out Gratiano and sent him with Bassanio. Where were they going? They were going to Belmont. Why were they going there? Because Bassanio had an intention to try his luck whether he is able to marry Portia or not. So they had gone to Belmont. Now they had already set sail. You can see this picture. This is the picture of a ship. Now they have set sail on this ship towards Belmont. Okay. With him is Gratiano gone along. So we already know that Gratiano wanted to go to Belmont with Bassanio. So he has also gone with Bassanio. And in their ship, I am sure Lorenzo is not. Now, people are searching for Lorenzo. Do you know why they were searching for Lorenzo? See, Lorenzo has eloped with whom? With Shylock's daughter. So, both of them had run away. Now, people were searching for him. Obviously, Shylock was searching for his daughter. She has also taken a lot of jewels with her. That was of Shylock's. Now, Shylock is searching for them, and therefore, they were also searching for Lorenzo. Okay. Salanio, the villain Jew with outcries. That means the villain Jew means obviously Shylock. So Shylock was crying out, was complaining about what? About the about his daughter and about the stolen wealth. Okay, that he had lost, that his daughter had taken away to run away with a Christian. Now see, what had Shylock done? He has raised the Duke. That means he has complained to the Duke that, see, my daughter has run away with this person with all my jewels and everything. So you must take some action. And therefore, the Duke had to do something. Who went with him to search Bassanio's ship. So therefore, the Duke as well as Shylock had gone to the port from where the ship had set sail to ask, to inquire where was Lorenzo. Salarino. He came too late. The ship was under sail. So already that ship had gone out, had set out towards Belmont. So there was Bassanio's ship was not there. Now, but there the Duke was given to understand. So over there the Duke was informed that in a gondola, you will see a picture of a gondola. It is a flat bottomed boat. You find it in Venice a lot. You see this boat in the blue waters. This is the gondola. And who were found on it? Not Bassanio. Lorenzo and Jessica were found on a gondola. People informed uh, Shylock and the Duke that Jessica and Lorenzo was found sailing on a gondola, not in Bassanio's ship. Were seen together. Where was they seen? They were seen together, Lorenzo and his amorous Jessica. So Lorenzo and amorous means lover. So Lorenzo and his lover Jessica were found on a gondola. Besides, Antonio certified the Duke they were not with Bassanio in his ship, and Antonio, who had gone to bid goodbye to Bassanio, he has also certified, he has also ensured, told Shylock and the Duke that no, Lorenzo or Jessica was not in Bassanio's ship. Now, Salanio, I never heard a passion so confused, so strange, outrageous, and so variable. Now, what has happened? Shylock has totally lost his mind. He finds that his daughter has run away. She was disloyal. Okay, she did not protect Shylock's house, but she herself stole all his wealth. Number one. Number two, Shylock has lost a huge amount of wealth, so he is worried about that also. And moreover, what has happened? His daughter has run away with whom? With a Christian. With that Christian who used to mock Shylock a lot. All the Christians used to mock Shylock a lot, made fun of Shylock, and look at his daughter. His daughter has run away with another Christian. Oh my goodness. So Shylock could not accept this at all. So his emotion was very strange. He was totally confused as to how he should behave. He was behaving in a strange, in a very extreme and outrageous, which means extreme, and so variable. His emotions were so variable. That means once he was crying for his daughter, once he was crying for his lost money, once he was crying for revenge that look at the Christian, he has taken away my daughter also. As the dog Jew, look at how the Christians behave with this Jew, that is with Shylock. He calls Shylock the dog. He calls Shylock dog Jew. Did utter in the streets, my daughter, my ducats, oh my daughter, fled with a Christian, oh my Christian ducats. So he is so confused that he is just like this picture you see, is totally confused, running out on the road crying that he has lost his wealth, he has lost his daughter, he has lost everything to the Christians. Why does he say Christian ducats? That means all his wealth, which was in his house, now has gone to whose house? Now has gone to a Christian's house. So he finds that ducats has become a Christian's ducats. His money has become a Christian's money now. Justice, the law, my ducats, my daughter. So he is so worried and so sad that he goes on crying that I need justice, I need the law to work for me. I have lost my ducats, I have lost my daughter. So he is extremely worried. A sealed bag, two sealed bags of ducats, of double ducats stolen from me by my daughter. So he cannot accept this at all. He says that, my goodness, my own daughter has run away with my own wealth, and with whom? With a Christian who always have hated me. And jewels, two stones, two rich and precious stones stolen by my daughter. Justice, find the girl, she hath the stones upon her and the ducats. So he says that look at, see, I have lost this, I have lost that, I have lost that particular jewel, I have lost those two stones. These were precious stones that I have lost. I have lost everything to whom? To my daughter, and I need justice now. I have to find the girl because she hath the stones upon her. That means she has all those wealth. If I can find that girl, I can find my ducats and my wealth also. Salarino. Why, all the boys in Venice follow him, and what happens is when this confused madman walks through the road, Shylock, as he walks through the road in a confused state of mind, all the small boys follow him behind and mock at him. They mimic him, they make fun of him, and follow him through the roads, crying his stones, his daughter, and his ducats. So he walks through the road saying, my stones, my daughter, my ducats, and all that. And the little boys also follow him and mimic him or make fun of him in the same way. They also cry in the same way, his stones, his daughter, his ducats. They're just making fun of Shylock. Salenio. Let good Antonio look he keep his day. What do you mean by keep his day? So now they are worried that my goodness, so much wealth Shylock has lost, and now if Antonio is unable to pay his debt, then he will have to be very careful. If he cannot pay, then it will be a big trouble for him. Salarino. Mary, we will well remembered. Mary well remembered, yes. I suddenly remembered something. So suddenly something comes into Celerino's mind. What is it? I reasoned. I reasoned means I talked. With whom? With a Frenchman yesterday. I talked with a Frenchman yesterday, and he told me in the narrow seas that part the French and English. What is this? This is the English Channel. You see this one, you'll be able to understand. See, here is England. I think you can see England, and here is France. And in between, there is a channel which is called the English Channel. You can see the English Channel. Now, this English Channel was particularly used for the business purpose, okay, for trade and commerce. So previously they did not have those, the aeroplanes or all that. They used to have the ships, and they only had those ships which used to pass through the English Channel for business, for the sake of trade and commerce. And this was a very risky, dangerous place where many a times there was a shipwreck. Now, what happens that Frenchman has told him that there miscarried a vessel of our country richly fraught. So, vessel means there in the English Channel, this Frenchman and his people had found a ship that had shipwrecked, and the ship was richly fraught, which means it was a very costly looking, very rich ship. Okay, you have previously heard this in Act 1, Scene 1. You have read this, that Antonio's ships were huge, they were very beautiful, they were very grand looking. Okay, and therefore this vessel also looks very grand and richly fraught, richly laden. I thought upon Antonio when he told me, and wished in silence that it were not his. So, when the Frenchman was telling me about this shipwreck, I was very worried. I thought that, is it Antonio's ship? Is it? Then it would be a big trouble. Oh my God, Antonio has undergone so much loss, because if a ship drowns, no, if there is a shipwreck, all that wealth that you have in the ship, with which you will the thing that you will sell and earn money, everything is lost in the sea. So you will have to bear a huge amount of loss. So this person is very worried about Antonio. He thinks that, my goodness, he will have to suffer a huge loss, and then it will be a big trouble, because he also has to pay Shylock's bond. Excuse me. I thought upon Antonio when he told me, and wished in silence that it were not his. I was constantly worrying if it was Antonio's ship. Salenio. You were best to tell Antonio what you hear, yet do not suddenly, for it may grieve him. So, yes, you will obviously have to inform Antonio that you have heard such a news, but do not suddenly, do not just go there and say, Antonio, your ship has drowned, because that will be a sudden news to him. Sudden, it would be a shocking news to Antonio, and that may grieve him a lot. That may, it will sadden him a lot. Antonio would break down completely. Salarino. A kinder gentleman treats not the earth. So Salarino says that, who is this kinder gentleman? This is Antonio. He says Antonio is a very kind person. There is not even a single person as kind as Antonio. I saw Bassanio and Antonio part. Part means they saw Bassanio and Antonio say goodbye to each other. Why were they saying goodbye to each other? Because Bassanio was going to Belmont. Bassanio told him he would make some speed of his return. So Bassanio had said that, I would try to return as fast as possible. And what did Antonio say? He answered, do not so, slumber not business for my sake. So Antonio said that, don't hurry, don't slumber your business, don't destroy the purpose for which you are going. Take your time, finish your work properly, and then you return. Don't bother about me, but stay the very ripening of the time. The very ripening of the time means try and finish your work completely. Concentrate on that. Do not have to bother about me. I am all fine. And for the Jew's bond which he hath of me, so Antonio also says that, don't even worry about the Jew's bond, about Shylock's bond. Let it not enter in your mind of love. Why mind of love? Because Bassanio is going to Belmont for what? To marry, to woo a particular lady, to try his luck if he could marry Portia. So Antonio says, don't let all these things come into your mind. Go and do whatever you are going there for. Okay, be merry and employ your chiefest thoughts to courtship and such fair ostents of love. So pay attention to your love suits and display your love for Portia, try to mold her heart for you, and then try to win her so that you can marry her. And don't bother about me, don't bother about this bond, as shall conveniently become you there. So you are going there for this purpose, for your love suits to marry Portia. Try and concentrate in that. And even there, his eye being filled with tears. So you see, at those times, these were ships at a very long time back. So at that time, what happened? There was not a particular direction. There was often storms and all that, which used to cause a lot of trouble to ships. There were shipwrecks, a huge amount of number of shipwrecks. Then the ships could be cast away in some other direction. There were sails. They used to have the wind which would help the ships to move, not in this time which you have the engine and then you can steer your ship in whichever direction you want. It was difficult back then. Okay, so there was also a lot of risk. So his eyes are filled with tears. He is very sad that he will not be able to see Bassanio for so many days. It takes a lot. It is not an aeroplane that you will just sit on it and sit in it and you will be reaching the other place. No, it will take a huge number of days. Okay, so he is sad that he will not be able to see Bassanio for a long time. Turning his face, he put his hand behind him, and with affection wondrous sensible, he wrung Bassanio's hand. So he says goodbye. He tenderly, uh, affectionately touches Bassanio and shook his hands and said goodbye. And so they parted. So they went their ways. Salenio, I think he only loves the world for him. So Antonio has a huge amount of love for Bassanio, and all his friends know that. I pray thee, let us go and find him out and quicken his embraced heaviness. So let us go to Antonio and try to cheer him up. He has said goodbye to his friend. Bassanio has also gone, and then perhaps he is going to face a huge amount of loss because perhaps his ship has also been damaged or there is a shipwreck. And so let us go to him and try to cheer him up, quicken his embraced heaviness. Let us cheer him up and let us help him in his sadness with some delight or other. Let us try to help him in amusing him and give him some diversion, and not just constantly be sad about Bassanio, sad about the loss. Okay, do we so? So let us go and do that. It is best that we do it. Now they all leave the scene, leave the place, and then we come to an end with Act 2, Scene 8. There is only one scene left, that is from Act 2, and that is Act 2, Scene 9. There you will meet another suitor who will come and try to choose the right casket, and then you will see what happens. That is Aragon, and you will find him in Scene 9. Okay, so I hope this part is clear to all of you. This is a very easy scene and I don't think you will have a problem, but if you have, you can obviously write it down in the comment section. I'll try to answer your queries. And one more thing is that the question from this part is, from whom did Salarino come to know about the shipwreck in the English Channel? Okay, from whom did Salarino come to know about the shipwreck in the English Channel? This is a very easy question, maybe half a mark question this is. You just write it, and also remember you write your name also below it so that I can call it out in the next scene. When I do the next video, I'll call your names out. If you have liked my video, please like, comment and subscribe.